Introduce you to Ace. Ace, let's get money. Cashflow.
Hey, what's going on? This is Andika, Ace Cash Powell, the certified public accountant, and this is Cashflow, episode 4. This episode is about doing what you love. All right, I got my beautiful wife here as our guest, the CEO of Yuri Fitness, Gabriel Powell. She's gonna be talking to us about her path to getting that cash flow, increasing that cash flow. All right, so I'm really excited, because she's my partner, she's my teammate, and we work a lot together in both of our businesses in order to increase our cash flow. Because at the end of the day, happy wife, happy life, and most wives like to spend cash. So guys, if you are out there looking for a lady, you might want a lady that's that's trying to be an entrepreneur. All right, so now I'm gonna get into cash tips. All right, I'm gonna talk about saving for retirement. All right, so there's a lot of ways that you can invest, but I want to specifically talk about 401ks, 403bs, and IRAs. All right, and I'm not gonna dig into it too much, but the idea is for you to get started as early as possible, for you to compound that money and take advantage of any programs that your company might have, whether it's a match or whatever advisors that they have there to help you out. All right, and the good programs that they have as far as mutual funds, different mutual funds that they provide. All right, but also you want to have your own financial advisor and open up an IRA account. You can open one up at your bank, or you can find one at probably your local broker. All right, so that's a big thing. And a lot of people talk about Roth, and a lot of people talk about traditional. So traditional, basically saying that you don't pay the taxes now and you pay them later. All right, with the Roth, you pay the taxes now, but everything that you make along the way doesn't get taxed as long as you don't take any of the money out by 59 and a half. So the big thing to think about there is, are you making more money now, or are you gonna make more money when you retire? Everybody's situation is different, so again, get with a financial advisor. All right, guys.
Baby Backs, located on 7 Mile in Livernois. Specialized in high quality ribs, soul food, and assorted desserts. Come on now, you already know. Ribs so good, you'll swear they magic.
All right, guys, welcome back. I'm here with the beautiful Gabriel Powell, the CEO of Yuri Fitness. And we're going to start to talk about her passion and how she's following her heart and doing what she loves in order to build her business, build her brand. So Yuri, can you kind of tell us about your path to entrepreneurship?
Yes. So I concluded I wanted to be an entrepreneur because I wanted to make a lot of money, and every entrepreneur that is basically successful are rich. Like, they're happy, they're rich, and they don't work for someone else that's putting a dollar amount on them hourly, telling them they have to clock in at a certain time, be here, take certain lunch breaks, and only make this amount of money. Working for myself, I control how much money I make on a day-to-day basis, and I control everything I do, like everything. And I mean, life's great when that's the case.
That's awesome. I mean, you touched on it, touched on unlimited potential, which is, I think, a big reason why people become entrepreneurs. So what type of business are you involved in particularly, and why did you decide to take that path?
So I'm involved in fitness. If you guys are following me on Instagram, Yuri Baby, you will see that I'm obsessed with nutrition. I'm obsessed with fitness. I'm obsessed with helping people becoming a better version of themselves. It just gives me a certain joy seeing someone go from, just like who they are. They can be a great person, but becoming a better person, and I had a part to do with that. Like, that really inspires me on a personal level, and I love it.
Okay. So what type of products and services do you provide?
I'll start with the products. So I have waist shapers, sweatbands, sports bras, unisex sweatbands for men and women, men workout leggings, and that's it for the products. That's not it for the products. I have monthly challenges, and I have nutrition plans with all the macros counted for. I have customized nutrition plans and customized fitness plans. That's also an option for you if that's what you would like. For the services, I have one-on-one personal training. If you're long distance, we do FaceTime training. I have buddy and buddy packages. I just have like a bunch of different package deals for every individual fitness level and what they're looking to do.
All right, so we talked about your products and your services. Why do you have two different brands? So what are the two brands and why do you have two different brands?
So Yuri Fitness started in 2016, as I said, and that was all waist shapers, like a bunch of different waist shapers coming in different sizes, different styles, and just a bunch of different waist shapers. Fitness over everything is truly what it says. It's fitness over everything. It's health over everything. It's literally what the company name is, and that's literally making people see the better version of their self without actually physically seeing it, making them mentally think it, and already feel like they're there already. And that's like the process and the journey of fitness over everything. It's you meet me, I figure out what your goal is, and I figure out how I can convince you that you're already almost there. And that's just a big chunk of what it is. Like, I'm working you out, making sure you're eating right, making sure you're feeling good from within out, and you just, over time with me, you naturally become a better person. And that's what fitness over everything is all about. It's all about helping people become the better version of themselves.
That's good. I mean, I think that behind your passion for fitness and health, you have a passion for helping people.
Yeah, I could say that. Yeah.
And so I think that your big reason for leaving the workforce was really to focus on, to focus on what you really love to do. That being said, how long have you been a full-time entrepreneur, and what kind of led you to that?
I've been a full-time entrepreneur for like less than a week.
Which is okay. Yeah. Because we talked about side gigs.
Yeah, and I have made one of my paychecks within 5 days since me being an entrepreneur within the last 5 days. And it's been awesome. It's been great. And I just, every day, it was always something at work. Like, I was always not doing something right. And because of that, it was like bringing my spirits down, and it was like really messing up my company and how I felt towards my company. I was starting to get really discouraged, and I'm not a quitter, so I still would work, but I would feel so like negative and like down, and I would have these negative thoughts about myself and my company, and I would tell myself like, maybe this won't work, like maybe this isn't what I really want to do. But it was from me working at my job, making a certain dollar amount, clocking in, and absolutely hating what I do. So I had to get out of that, and that comes from self-discipline, though. You got to tell yourself, like, at some point, you got to stop this, and you got to take a risk, and you got to take a big chance, and this jump is gonna work.
That's awesome. So you made the transition from this being something that you did on the side to now something that you're doing full time, and you're seeing the cash flow from it. Mm-hmm. That being said, what are some tips? What are 3 tips that you can give to new entrepreneurs, as well as people who've been entrepreneurs for a while, about your path and your journey?
Being positive, because you have to stay positive. It's just crucial to your business. Like, so many people are not going to fuck with you, or so many people are not going to support you, including family members, friends, like
that can be tough.
Your spouse, like anybody cannot support you.
Not your spouse.
Okay. Anybody cannot support you. And that will bring you down. Like, that will make you feel like your vision and your dream is not anything. It will make you feel like you're nothing almost, because you thought this thing, your idea was a great idea, and everybody said it was great, but nobody's supporting you. Nobody's actually believing in you and helping you and telling you, like, I support you, I believe in you, and I'm here for you, and saying these positive words to you to keep you going, to keep you pushing.
So the reality is that being an entrepreneur is difficult. And just because you think you got a great idea and you got a great product and service, everybody doesn't always fall in line.
Yeah. Everybody doesn't always fall in line. So staying positive, having self-discipline, and knowing how much time and work you have to put behind this, because you can pray every day and you can ask God to bless you with customers and clients, but it's not going to work if you don't put the work in.
So how many hours do you think will be sufficient a day?
I say an easy 16 hours a day. I say that because, I mean...
So twice as much as what you were working at your job.
Yeah, twice as much. I'm less free. Like, I have no free time at this point now. Like, I don't have any free time to do anything at all whatsoever. Every moment of my day, I have something to do for my company. Every single moment. Whether it's updating the website, checking inventory, sending out orders, making customized nutrition plans, getting ready for the dietitian program. Like, it's so much stuff I have to do for my company. Actually meeting clients and working them out. I'm never free. Ever. Like, it's a great thing to never be free, but I'm always tired. Like, I'm always sleepy. I get about 5 hours of sleep, but I'm okay with that, because when I wake up, I got money and I'm happy and I'm doing something I love.
Right. And so you also mentioned self-discipline. Do you think that your passion is what is allowing you to have more self-discipline and keep going even when times get tough?
Yeah, I think because I love fitness, like, genuinely just love working out and talking to people. Like, I like the fitness environment. Like, I've always liked that, like sunny, like bright and like happy, and like everyone is physically fit and like they feel good on the inside. They look good. Like, that, I've always been like gravitated towards that environment. So I think yeah, I want to keep that around me. I want to keep that energy around me. I want to keep those type of people around me. So it keeps me motivated to find more people like me. So yeah.
Awesome. So, based on that and your advice, what are some of the goals that you set for yourself over the next 12 months, 5 years, and even 20 years from now?
You said what? 5 months, 12 years, 20? What is it?
12 months, which is 1 year.
Okay.
12 months, 5 years, and 20 years.
Okay, so for my year goal, I want to have hired at least 10 employees, meaning I'm making more than enough money to pay other people. So, I mean, I guess really that year goal is to make more money, be more profitable for my company. And also within the next year, I don't want anybody in the Detroit area to question who Yuri Fitness is, what I have to offer, or what I bring to the table when I'm talking to you, or how I can benefit you. I want them to automatically think of Yuri when they think about fitness. Like, I want them to call me. I want that to be like the main thing within the next year. My 5-year goals. My 5-year goals is to have already made $1 million, been 2 years into being a millionaire, and just constantly going for more. After I make that $1 million, it's time to make $1 billion. Like, that's the goal. Like, that's the mindset I want to keep myself in. And for the next 20 years, I want my company to be Beachbody. That's who I want my company to be in 20 years. I want fitness over everything to be like Beachbody. I want to have so many people like me on my site that it's just it's truly a big thing. Like, I want to take this to a whole nother level. And I also, within the next 20 years, I want to have started so many different nonprofit things for kids, for women. I want to have been able to go to different countries and give back. Like, I really truly want to give back to the Black community. I want to give back to countries that are third world countries, like they don't have access to everything that Americans have access to. I want my company to make such a positive impact in this world within the next 20 years that it's mind blowing.
Awesome. So how do people find you? How do they get in contact with you and find you on social media?
You can contact me on Instagram at Yuri Baby, YURIE_baby, or on Instagram under foe.fitness, FOE.fitness. You can DM me there with questions. If you guys have any questions about anything, just DM me there. Or you can email me at yurifitness16@gmail.com. Or you can call me. I probably won't answer, but you can text me, and I will always call back, and I'll answer your questions.
The number?
I will get to that, sir. It's 248-979-6544.
All right, then. Thanks. I want to thank Yuri for stopping by today and telling us about her company and her passion and, giving us, kind of an overall idea of what it really means to follow your heart and go after your dreams. Thanks.
It's too easy.
Hey, welcome to Thinkers Co-working Spaces located on Jefferson and Chalmers. Hey, give us a call at 313-728-5662 or 313-850-3703. We have all the space that you need. Weddings, baby showers, meetings, you name it, we got it. We aim to please, or look us up at thinkerscoworkingspaces.com or at thinkthinkers.com. Thinkers, baby.
All right, welcome back again, guys. So now we're to one of my favorite segments, Secure the Bag. All right, now this week I'm gonna talk about life insurance. Okay, no more GoFundMe's, please. Okay, fellas, that's too late in the game. We talk about life insurance, and there's two things I want to point out. All right, number one is protecting your assets. Those are things like your home or your business, right? If you have a key employee or a key business partner, you guys should have life insurance policies on each other because your cash flow is going to be massively disrupted if something happens to the other person, all right? Also, in your family life, all right, you got your home, you got cars. Also, you got you, right? Your potential cash flow, you can put that into a life insurance policy just in case something happens to you. Now, me personally, after I met my beautiful wife, and we have 2 children, I realized that, man, if anything happens to me, I have to make sure that they're still protected. So I went out and I got a life insurance policy for me and my wife in order to protect our family and secure the bag. So I want you guys to go and find a life insurance professional, find somebody that can help you out in this situation. Even if you're single, the reason why I say even if you're single or you don't own anything, you can put money into a whole life plan or a universal plan, and that money can grow tax-free. You heard me? Tax-free. And you can use that money towards your retirement, just in case you do stay alive, all right? And then on the other side, you have that life benefit that you can pass on to maybe your nephew or your niece or maybe your mother or somebody else, just in case something does happen to you. Another big thing is there are whole life policies which basically build up that cash value, that retirement account. And then you have term policies, which are a lot cheaper, but allow you to still get a significant amount of coverage. All right, guys, so get with a professional and figure out how you can secure the bag. All right, guys, so now we're going to go into the celebrity or sellout segment of the show. And this is something that that really is close to me, and I know that my wife is also passionate about this. Is that recently the NFL has passed a rule basically saying that players are no longer allowed to kneel during the national anthem. And if you have been alive for the last 2 years, you know that Colin Kaepernick has kind of been blackballed from the NBA because he took a stand while there was a lot of police brutality going on. And so as a way for him to protest, he started to kneel and sit on the bench during the national anthem. And this has caused a lot of controversy, but it also has caused a lot of conversation about should the police be held accountable for their actions. And recently the NFL has made a serious decision that, players can no longer kneel. They either have to stand up or stay in the locker room. And, my feelings on it is that African Americans in this country have been suffering for a long time, whether it was slavery or civil rights. And I feel like we're at a point where, we got to start standing up for something. And so my feelings on it are I probably will no longer be watching any NFL games, which I know will make my wife happy. But it's serious to me because I have an 8-year-old son. And I feel like the NFL is taking advantage of the fact that they have significant amounts of cash flow. And they're made a decision that cash flow is more important than the protest. And so to me, it's just something that is hard for me to live with. It's just hard for me to find it okay. Yuri, do you have any feelings on this or any opinions?
I have a lot to say about this and a lot of opinions. I think that it's stopping Black people from being Black. That's what I honestly think. I think that the NFL is saying it's not okay to stand up for something that's being done wrong in a racist context or like a racist situation, and that's not okay. Like, that's not okay no matter Black or Hispanic or Arabic. Like, if someone that we look up to protect us and our kids, like, we're telling our kids to call 911 when you are in danger, when you are hurt, when you are anything bad going on. So the people that we're calling to protect us are hurting us because of our skin color, and because of an NFL player took a stance for that, it's a problem. Why is that a problem? Like, I mean, that sucks. Like, that's sad. That's sad. Like, that makes me terrified for Sydney, for my son. Like, I'm terrified for him when he grows up, because not only can he not be protected by who America is telling us to call for protection, but if he says anything, he can also be hurt. So he can't stand up for himself. He can't say anything, and he can't call 911. Like, come on now. Like, I'm lost for words. At this point, I just need to protect my son. I need to protect my son.
And so, I think the point is that it's about what Kaepernick was standing up for. I can understand if people are offended by someone not, standing and putting their hand over their heart for the national anthem. And so, but I also have to look at the reason why it was done, right? If we think about history, you had Black people sit in restaurants that legally they weren't supposed to sit in. We had Black people sitting on buses where legally they weren't supposed to sit. And now we have Kaepernick, and it's not even a law. Like, we have Kaepernick kneeling during a time where people are now saying, well, you have to stand up. And I find it very, very disrespectful that NFL owners will use their influence and use their money in order to basically say, if you're going to take a stand during these games, then we're going to fine you or we're going to fire you. And that's very, very scary to think about 31 or 30 billionaires sitting in the room and coming up with a decision like, you know what, we need to nip an African American taking a stand against police brutality. We need to nip that in the bud. Like, for them to be able to sit in the room and say, and then come to an agreement on it. Like, for them to be like, yep, this is what we're going to do. We're going to stop these guys from addressing something that is affecting their community and something that's affecting people that they probably love, we're going to nip that in the bud. And by the way, we're paying them millions of dollars, so they're going to listen to us. It's kind of scary. I agree with Gabriel that it's scary. It's scary that the amount of cash flow or the amount of money that these guys generate can cause them to be able to just kind of ignore the reasoning behind the movement. And like I was telling people, I've been having conversations like them not putting Kaepernick back in the NFL or not hiring him back in the NFL, like that's attacking one person. But now they're basically attacking everybody in the NFL and saying it doesn't matter what happens tomorrow. If a cop kills 10 black people, it's okay. Or don't try to protest it. And then anything that happens in the future, it's just scary when you think about the amount of power these people have and how they've decided, we're gonna make this move forward. So, I appreciate all my viewers, but I'd love for you guys to kind of leave your opinions below in the comments. Talk about how you feel on this, especially my viewers who are not African American. Maybe it's too close to home for me, but I really don't understand how. I just don't understand how they could make this rule, and I don't understand how they could find it okay to kind of hold people back from their natural American freedom. All right, guys. So this kind of wraps up episode 4. I want to thank Yuri, Gabriel Powell, for coming out, and talking to us about her love, her passion. So before we go, there's some points I want to make. Number 1 is ask yourself, what's your passion? What is it that you would do for free, right? And then think deep and hard on how you can monetize that, okay? Is there a market for it? Is there a way that you can, add value to other people's lives and get money out of it? And that's going to be the key to doing what you love or using what you love in order to make money. And believe me, having passion behind whatever you do is going to make it easier for you when times get tough. So that brings me to my second point. Just keep grinding, and follow your heart. Figure out what it is that, makes you tick. The things that, really you have some type of, just connect with. And then, start to look at ways for you to generate cash flow. So I want to thank everybody for checking out episode 4. You're going to see me next week with a new guest. And again, make sure you go and follow Yuri Baby, YURIE_BABY. All right. And if it's time for you to get into shape, man, you got to holler at this girl. All right. Anything you want to say before we go?
Stay positive, stay self-motivated, self-disciplined, and work hard. Work hard, and I promise everything will work out.
All right. See you next week.
I introduce you to Ace. Ace, let's get money.